Barcelona, the biggest winners this past week with a monstrous win over Atlético Madrid. But are they the real bloody deal? I don't think so, because that's Real Madrid. Once again, another prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 24 over in Spain. That's right, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button to keep hanging out today with all things La Liga related, Black Rose related, world football related. We're going to know here, boys, under one roof. Of course, they're not the real bloody deal, but they're, of course, back in the hunt for Champions League, moving into the fourth spot for the first time in a long, long time. Of course, but still a lot to be decided over in Spain in, of course, the rest of the season. We'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your love, and of course, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support behind the scenes. Anyway, we're going to get going. Of course, the recap of the games this past weekend. Of course, looking forward to a busy week over in Spain. Then here we go. Atlético Bilbao picked up a 2-1 win over Espanyol. I went with the 1-1 win myself. So, of course, Bilbao moving up to 8th in the table. Real Betis, of course, kept their dream alive, but, of course, they lost this past week. Villarreal, the big winners, of course, 2-0 win over Real Betis. The dream alive for them is, of course, the title push. To be honest with you, I think top four is where it's at for Real Betis. Osasuna, a goal draw against Sevilla, of course, dented their hopes for the title race as well. Celta Vigo pick up a 2-0 win over Vallecano. Of course, the wheels come off for Vallecano down to 9th right now. Of course, and a big win for Celta Vigo, moving them up to 10th. Barcelona, 4-2 wins over Atlético Madrid, goals galore in this one. I went with a 3-2 win myself, so not too shabby on that one myself. Elche picked up a 3-1 Alavés, of course, down the foot of the table. They're up to 14th now. Elche, Alavés are in a bit of trouble in the relegation spots. Getafe, oh my gosh, what have I clicked on? Getafe picked up a 3-0 win over Levante, that's right. Of course, a big win for them as well. Levante in a bit of trouble. Valencia got a result against Sociedad, 0-0 draw in the end. Mallorca pick up a 2-1 over Cádiz, and Real Madrid pick up a 1-0 over Granada in the end. Let's take a look at what the table looks like right here, right now. Well, there you go. Take a bloody bow. As Real Madrid, of course, kicking ass and taking names, I see. Is that right? Yeah, it is right. Just 6 points clear of Sevilla at the moment. Of course, Betis are in 3rd, and Barcelona up to 4th, of course, 38 points on the board. Atlético Madrid, the champions, down to 5th right now. And of course, got a bit of work to do. If they're going to get into Champions League next season, this could spell the end for Diego Simeone. Of course, he's been there for a long, long time, and he's been in Champions League football for the most part since he's been there, basically. Of course, down the foot of the table, Levante, Alavés, and Cádiz going down. Bit of a gap opening up between Cádiz and Mallorca as well. So it looks like it could be done and dusted down the bottom, unless things change up a little bit this week. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, people shout out to my VIPs, of course, the patrons, of course, respected or shown right here on the screen. There you go. Of course, big shout out to you guys. But the leader for this week is Nad again. Pick up 7 points. Well done to you as well. Kicking ass and taking this. What about the mini leaderboard for the second half of the season? We've accumulated a whole bunch of points. The Max Sangali leads the charge over there alongside Hansworth. So 26 points on the board so far. That's, of course, the mini season. If you want to know the real bloody deal, girls, become a patron. Get down in there. And, of course, you'll find out the linkage to see who's kicking ass and taking names. So here we go then. Here we bloody go. Kicking off forward with the next round of matches. Currently, fortunate Espanyol is the link. Get in amongst it. But, of course, we're going to look at these games coming at you right here, right now. Starting off with the champions, Atlético Madrid, taking on, who are you? I'm trying to find them. Getafe, there we go. I can see it. Let's get into the deep end then, shall we? Of course, now the pressure of 38 times since 2001. Atletico coming into on 25 wins at the last 38 between two sides. Getafe been in 4, of course. 9 draws as well. Just 1 win in 5 for Atletico right now. 42% form. Bit of a damp squid right now for Atletico. Meanwhile, Getafe coming to just 1 defeat past 6 games, 75% form as well. Coming at you. Last time around over at the Wanda Metropolitano was a 1 win for Atletico back in December 2020. The reverse fixture back in September was a 2 win for Atletico as well. Atletico did lose to Barcelona. Of course, Getafe beating Levante last time around. Of course, the odds for this one then, shall we? What do we have in the odds? We have coming at you, Atletico 5-2 on for the victory, 81 is your away win. That's Getafe, and 16-5 is your bloody draw. Of course, Atletico having a bit of a rough patch, but of course they need to get wins back under their column, of course, to make a push for top 4 right now. That the race for the title is over. You can pretty much guarantee that, but the race to top 4 is still alive. 2 to win for me for Atletico on this one. Alavés, they're going to be taking on Valencia. That's That's right. Of course, that's taking place over at Sunday, February 13th. Of course, Valentine's Eve. Now, these two sides play each other 25 times in 98. 4 wins for Alavés, 14 wins for Valencia, and 7 draws. Just 1 win, though, in the past 6 games for Alavés. 33% form up against the Valencia side, who have lost once the past 5 as well. 50% form for them right now. Last time around, over in Alavés, was a 2-2 draw back in November 2020. The reverse fixture this season, though, back in Valencia, back in August, was a 3-0 win for Valencia as well. Valencia unbeaten against Alavés over the course of the last 6 games, winning 3 and drawing 3 as well. Alavés pick up a loss against Elche. Valencia pick up a draw against Cádiz as well. Meanwhile, Valencia are in cup action midweek, taking on Bilbao. Is that right? That's on the 10th of February. Is that a one-legged affair? I don't know, but of course they are the underdogs in that match. But of course, within the touching distance of a final there. Of course, look at the odds for this one then, shall we? What do we have on this one? We have Alavés 2-1 for Direction 64 on, or 64 is your Valencia, at 12-10 is your draw. Going to go with the win for the away team here, Valencia. Have a big week, maybe even, of course, win midweek, of course, but win here with the 3 points as well. Espanyol taking on Barcelona, a bit of a derby. This one, of course, not much. They don't talk about it as much as they should. Played each other 65 times. These two sides since 1994. 6 wins for Espanyol, 44 wins for Barcelona, and 15 draws. Just 1 minute 6 for Espanyol, 25% form for them right now. Coming at you, Barcelona, of course, back-to-back wins for them, 58% form as well. Last time played each other, of course, over in Espanyol was a 2-2 draw. That was way back in, of course, January 2020. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture back in Barcelona this season in November was a 1 win for Barcelona as well. Bilbao did beat Espanyol last round. Barcelona did lose. They actually picked up a win against over Atlético as well. Meanwhile, look at the odds for this one then, shall we? We have Espanyol 10-3 for the victory, 43 on is your Barcelona, and 30-5 is your draw. I'm going to go with a win for Barcelona, even though I love it. I would love it if Espanyol beat them. Yes, I would, but I don't think it's going to happen as well. Meanwhile, Cádiz will take on Celta Vigo in the Battle of the Seas, of course, taking place on Saturday, the 12th of February, of course. Played 13 times 2004, 5 wins for Cádiz, 6 wins for Celta Vigo, and 2 draws. Back-to-back defeats for Cádiz right now, 42% form up against the Celta Vigo side. Unbeaten the last 3, pick up 2 wins and a draw to boot, 58% form coming at you. Meanwhile, last time played over in Cádiz, it was a 0-0 draw back in actually in April 2021. The reverse fixture back in, of course, Celta Vigo back in September was a 2-1 win for Cádiz as well. Meanwhile, Cádiz losing to Mallorca last time around. Celta Vigo picking up a 2-1 win over Vallecano last time around. My brain's all over the place. Of course, look at the odds for this one in the Battle of the Seas. 14-5 is your Cádiz, even Stevens is your Celta Vigo, and 5-2 is your draw. Going to go with a win for nobody here. 1-1 right down the middle, another draw in the locker for both of these two sides. Kicking off with Sevilla up against Elche. That's right, taking place on Friday, of course, the 11th of February. Now, these two sides played each other 11 times since 1997. 6 wins for Sevilla, 1 win for Elche, and 4 draws. Sevilla coming to this on the back of 4 games without a win, 58% form. However, just 1 defeat the past 6 for them. Up against the Elche side, just lost once the past 6 games as well, 75% form as well. Coming at you, last time played each other in Sevilla was a 2-0 win for Sevilla back in March 2021. The reverse fixture back in Elche in August was a 1-1 draw as well. Sevilla pick up a draw against Osasuna last time around, 3 draws on the spin for them. Up against the Elche side, pick up a 3-1 win over Alavés as well. Look at the odds for this one then, shall we? Have a Sevilla 5-2 on for the victory, 52 is your away win. That's Elche, and 7-2 is your draw. Sevilla will win this one, 3-1 win in the end to give themselves a big old win and maybe keep their dreams alive for an outside title push as well. Kicking off forward would be Villarreal against Real Madrid. Bit of a zinger this one, of course. Locking horns over at the Estadio de la Ceramica, of course. Played 43 times in 98, just 4 wins for Villarreal, 24 wins for Real Madrid, and 15 draws, of course. Villarreal committed just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 58% form up against the Real Madrid side, just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 75% form as well. Last time played in Villarreal was a 1-1 draw back in November 2020. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture in the Bernabeu was a 0-0 draw back in September, just 1 win at the past 3 games for Real Madrid over Villarreal, of course. Meanwhile, Villarreal, though, haven't won in at least a long time, at least 6 times anyway. Villarreal pick up a 2-0 win over Real Betis, back-to-back clean sheets for them. Heading into this one, Real Madrid, they'll pick up a 1-0 win over Granada last time around on this. Look at the odds for this one then, shall we? Villarreal 13-8 for the victory, 31-20 is your Real Madrid, and 5-2 is your draw. I've gone with a draw here, 2-2 in the end, which of course will open up the chances for the likes of Sevilla to close in on them. Kicking off forward would be Vallecano. They're going to be taking on Osasuna. That's right, over in Vallecano. Of course, Vallecano's strong season's kind of dwindling a little bit. They need a bit of a boost. Played 24 times, they're down 8 wins apiece and 8 draws, of course. Vallecano just 1 win in 3 for them, 58% form. Meanwhile, Osasuna just 1 win in 4 for them, 42% form for them right now. Last time played in Vallecano was a 3-0 win for Osasuna. That was back in September 2017 in the Segunda Division. Of course, the reverse fixture for this match this season back in October was a 1-0 win for Osasuna. Osasuna, though, coming into the back of a 0-0 draw, 2 games without scoring a goal for Osasuna. Meanwhile, Vallecano coming to this on the back of a 2-0 loss against Celta Vigo. Meanwhile, Vallecano do have a semi-final in the Copa del Rey this midweek, taking on Real Betis, of course. So there might be a bit of a distraction on that one. 13-8. Nope, it's not. It's 6-5 is your Vallecano on this one. 9-4 is your draw. 5-2 is your away win. That's Osasuna. Going to go with the win for the host here. 2-1 win. Could be a good week, a good win for them heading into this one. Kicking on forward, what do we have? We have Mallorca taking on Bilbao. That's right. Coming at you. Where are you? It's actually a Monday, Valentine's Day. So someone's going to make red roses are red, violets are blue, and all that kind of jazz. 39 times since 1997. 13 wins for Mallorca, 18 wins for Bilbao, and 8 draws. Of course, Mallorca coming to this 1-3 loss 3 of the last 6, 50% form. Up against Bilbao side, just lost once the past 6. Of course, 83% form. One of the form teams, if not the form team in the division right now. Last time picture, of course, was last time picture in Mallorca was a 0-0 draw. That was back in September 2019. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture back in September this season was a 2-0 win for Bilbao as well. Bilbao unbeaten against Mallorca at the last 6, picking up 5 wins of the past 6 as well. The only other one was a draw. Meanwhile, Mallorca picking up a 2-1 win over Cádiz. Bilbao picking up a 2-1 win over Espanyol. Of course, Bilbao in action against Valencia in the Copa del Rey, and of course looking to get themselves to a final as well. Look at the odds for this one. Mallorca 9-4 for the victory, 11-8 is your Bilbao, and 2-1 is your quite tight this one in the bookies odds. I'm going over the draw myself. 1-1 right down the middle on that one. Into the final 2 now. We have my boys. It's Sociedad taking on Granada. That's right. Of course, Sociedad's season, just like always, is going off the tracks here in a bad way. Played each other 19 times, 11, 10 wins for Sociedad, 5 for Granada, and 4 draws. Of course, well, they win now in 3 for Sociedad, 67% form up against the Granada side. Won 1 in the last 5. In fact, lost 3 in the bounce, 33% form as well. Last time I played in Sociedad was 2-0 win for Sociedad. That was back in November 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, in Granada in September was a 3-2 win for Sociedad as well. Sociedad picking up a 0-0 draw against Valencia. Of course, Granada did lose to Madrid, and of course, coming to some back-to-back goalless affairs. Meanwhile, Sociedad also 3 games without scoring a goal. Goodness gracious me. Of course, look at the odds for this one. There's Sociedad 15-8 on is your home side on this one. We have 3-1 is your draw, and 11-2 is your Granada here. Going to go with the Sociedad here. Goals galore here. 3-1 win in the end to, of course, get rid of that hoodoo in the end. Kicking off forward, it's the final one's Levante. They were taking on Real Betis, of course, on Sunday, February the 13th. Now, these two sides have played each other according to my eyes 27 times in 2001. 10 wins for Levante, 30 wins for Betis, and 4 draws. Just 1 minute 6 though for Levante right now. 17% form against the Betis side. Just 1 loss at the past 6, 75% form for them as well. Last time played in Levante was a 7-goal thriller going in favour of Levante. 4-3 it was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture though between these two sides in Betis was back in November 2021. It was a 3-1 win for Real Betis as well. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game since Levante beat Real Betis back in 2018. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Of course, coming at you, Levante picking up a loss against Getafe. They haven't scored in 2 games. Meanwhile, Real Betis do come in the back of that loss against Villarreal as well. They've also got a sidebar against Vallecano in the Copa del Rey. It could be a distraction for them this midweek as well. Looking at the odds for this one then, shall we? What do we have on this? What do we have on this? We have Levante 5-2 for the victory. Even Stevens is your Real Betis, and 30-5 is your draw. Going to go with the win for the away team here. That's Real Betis. 2-1 win for them to keep up their dream alive for the race for top 4. That's right. That's the state of play there. Of course, be sure to get your own predictions in. cut/España. And of course, get your name in lights. So before you go, if you are a Spanish football expert, La Liga expert, support the Spanish national team even, any one of those, of course, let me know down below, of course. And if so, and you want to make some videos for the channel, of course, maybe start your own little career path down the old video content creation zone, and of course let me show you the ropes, and of course build a community of your own right here at Blackburn Overseas. Let me know down below. Of course we'll get a little party started, have a little chat, and of course we'll see what you can do, and of course make a little bit of pocket money in the chat as well. So do that if you're interested. Of course, other than that, make sure you smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. I'll see you soon for the next one, of course, boys, whenever that is. Until then, we're done for now.